to Joe here, and today we're talking about 3 little words that people seem to think entitles them to special treatment. No, I don't mean honey, I'm pregnant. Today we are talking about the people that are offended. So the 3 words would be I am offended. Now, I don't know about you, but it seems to me that today people are far too easily offended. And that people can't wait to voice this offence all over the internet. I'm not one to criticise. If something rubs you in the wrong way, then fair enough. Though there can never be too much inappropriate rubbing. But instead, why not switch off the said TV show, said video, or scroll past the said social media post that has you offended? Why waste time going for the I am buttered, hear me roar approach? Why waste time doing that? It doesn't entitle you to any kind of special treatment. I get offended every time Katie Hopkins opens her mouth. Makes me want to ram a cactus in that thing. How the fuck she had kids, I don't know, because that would have meant someone has to go down on that. But I'm digressing. It just because I'm offended doesn't mean I have to waste my breath airing my views everywhere, as realistically, that's going to get me nowhere. Being offended does not earn you a special privilege, nor does it give you any extra rights. It just means that you have wasted your time getting butthurt about a certain subject when you could have just so easily ignored it. Just gone, right, fuck this, I'm leaving the room, I'm offended. Right, I'm leaving the room, I'm not going to waste time going on social media, I'm leaving. No, I'm done, I'm offended. God! An example of what the better thing to do would be. And then there's the people, obviously, and in my view, these are the worst kind of people. They're people who watch things when they know they're going to get offended by them, and yet they still watch these things, and then they phone the big companies and complain. My personal favourite on this was the recent gay kiss on EastEnders. I'm not quite sure who it was between. I don't watch soaps because, you know, I'm preoccupied having this thing called a life. You all knew it was going to happen because they always put these fucking shitty warnings out or whatever. And you all knew it was going to happen. You all watched and you still fucking got offended when you could have just ignored it. And then you all ring the BBC going, hello, hello, I saw a man kiss another man and I am offended. What are you going to do about this? I mean, what are they going to fucking do? What are they supposed to do? Sit down and refilm the episode all because you got offended? Are they supposed to go to your house and pre-show you before it goes on air? Maybe they should supply you with cream teas and fucking cupcakes, yes? Wrong, wrong, wrong. Firstly, you're offended by a fucking kiss. You know, a same-sex kiss, for God's sake. It's the 21st century, and I bet you've seen 2 girls kiss each other on fucking YouPorn. Don't try and deny it. Secondly, it's a fucking kiss. It's not like they were rolling around naked with fucking whips, chains, maces, and God knows what else. You know, it wasn't like it was 50 Shades type shit. It was a kiss. You're not going to get special rights just for being offended by a kiss. The only special right you'll get for that is to be sent howling off to the nut house really fast. Also, people get offended by my content as well. What would Joe do offends people? I'm going to have to change my content. Hell, people even throw the T word around. Trigger. You would not believe the amount of complaints I get for What Would Joe Do. The trigger one is even better because that actually does entitle people to special treatment. Not with me though. This isn't fucking Tumblr. Not going to change my content on the basis that you were offended by it or it's caused you some upset. Fact is, everyone knows the sort of material I'm coming out with. As you're watching this video now, you should know what you're going to fucking get. If you don't like it, you do have a choice though. Your choice is to fuck off. Just because you're offended by something doesn't mean you have to shout out on social media everywhere about it. In fact, that is why Katie Hopkins is still famous. Because you idiots are still sharing every word she says on social media going, oh my god, she cannot say that. You guys are part of the problem too. If you stop sharing that shit, she would go away. Because that's all she's famous for. opening her mouth and saying controversial shit for the sake of being famous. And the irony here is that people are going to be offended by this video. And you'll complain, which will just fucking prove my point. You know what? If you're that easily offended, why don't you go and watch Jurassic World? That's out now, and that's really quite good, and there's no way you can be offended by that, right? What? So, people are getting offended because the short name of a dinosaur is racist? Oh, for fuck's sake! No, I'm offended by that. I'm done. I'm going to storm out the room and post it on social media. I am offended. Fucking racist bastard. And yes, you do sound that stupid.